Something unusual is happening in gun stores right now. The safe, reliable, familiar names are still selling, but a completely different conversation is happening beside them. Buyers are walking in asking for guns that did not exist 2 years ago. Guns with factory compensators that previously required custom shop visits. Guns with 17-round capacity in packages that used to hold 10. Guns from brands that had no business competing with the established names and are now outselling them on the floor. The question nobody is asking honestly is whether the hype is justified. Because for every genuinely exceptional new platform earning its buzz in 2026, there are two others riding marketing momentum that will disappoint the buyer who takes them home expecting what the advertisement promised. This video separates the two. 10 new guns generating the most buyer interest in 2026, ranked by whether the hype is actually justified. From the ones you should walk past to the ones worth every dollar of the attention they're getting. Subscribe before we start. Honest content drops every single week on this channel. How the tier system works. We are using 4 tiers today applied specifically to whether each gun justifies the hype surrounding it. Overhyped, generating significant buyer interest that the actual platform does not support. Walk past these. Interesting. But wait, genuinely interesting platforms with real potential but insufficient track record or specific limitations that make waiting the smarter move in 2026. Justified hype. Platforms where the buyer interest is fully supported by documented performance. Worth your serious consideration. Buy now. The platforms where the hype is not just justified but understated. These are earning more attention than they are getting, and the buyers who move early will be glad they did. Overhyped. Walk past these. GeForce Arms. Jawbone. The Jawbone stops people scrolling, and that is the entire point of its design. A 9mm semi-automatic pistol measuring 20.75 inches overall, with a 5-inch threaded barrel, a full-length Picatinny rail, a paddle brace, and 33+1 capacity from Glock-compatible magazines at $469. That combination of specifications and price is genuinely attention-grabbing. It is also a problem. GeForce Arms has no documented long-term reliability record for this platform. No independent extended testing data exists. No institutional adoption exists. No professional carry or duty use exists. The product page has no customer reviews. At $469, you're buying a promise from a manufacturer whose track record with this specific platform is essentially non-existent. The visual design is clever. The price is compelling. The reliability data is absent. In the carry and defensive use context where this channel lives, absent reliability data is a disqualifying factor, regardless of how interesting the specification sheet looks. Overhyped verdict? The specifications generate interest the track record cannot yet support. Wait 12 months for independent reliability data before spending $469 on a platform whose long-term performance is genuinely unknown. Charter Arms Boomer 9mm. The Boomer is a 5-round 9mm revolver with a 2-inch tapered barrel, twin upward-facing compensator ports, a concealed hammer, and a minimal sighting trench instead of traditional front and rear sights. 24 ounces, 6 inches overall, $530. The snag-free profile is the design's genuine advantage, and it is real. A revolver with no hammer spur and no protruding front sight draws from a pocket or waistband without the catching and snagging that affects traditional revolver carry profiles. The honest limitations are significant. The twin barrel ports produce blast and flash that require serious caution in close retention defensive scenarios. The minimal sighting system limits practical accuracy beyond conversational distance. 5 rounds of 9mm is the capacity of a platform designed for the absolute worst-case close-quarters scenario only. The Boomer is not overhyped because it is bad. It is overhyped because the specific use case it serves is genuinely narrow, and most buyers purchasing it are not the buyer it was designed for. Overhyped verdict. A legitimate specialist tool being purchased by generalists who would be better served by something else. If your specific carry scenario is pocket carry at close range with no accuracy requirement beyond 7 yards, the Boomer earns honest consideration. For everyone else, it does not. Interesting, but wait. Canik Prime Radian. The Prime Radian starts with Canik's mighty MC9 Prime platform and adds a Radian ramjet compensated barrel, aluminum backstrap and magwell system, night sights, and RMSC optic cut. 17+1 capacity, 3.83-inch barrel, 24.7 ounces. Flat-faced aluminum trigger measuring approximately 4.4 pounds in independent testing. The appeal is the bundle. A compensated barrel system, magwell, night sights, and optic cut are all present from the factory. The aftermarket scavenger hunt is already done. For a buyer who would have spent $400 to $600, adding these components to a standard MC9, the Prime Radian compresses that investment into a single purchase. The limitation is that the Canik Prime Radian is a new configuration without the documented reliability track record of the standard MC9 platform. The Radian ramjet barrel integration specifically has not been independently tested to the round counts that carry pistol reliability requires. The trigger has noticeable travel and some creep before the break that experienced. Carry shooters may find inconsistent with premium positioning. Interesting, but weight verdict. The bundle value is genuine and the platform is compelling. Wait for independent 2,000+ round reliability documentation before carrying it. The components are premium. The integrated system needs documented field time to earn a carry recommendation. HKVP9A1X. HK combined the compact slide profile that makes all-day carry manageable with a full-size grip accepting 17 and 20 round magazines. 4.09-inch barrel. Fully ambidextrous controls including HK's paddle magazine release, interchangeable backstraps and side panels, nickel Teflon coated trigger bar for smoother pull and cleaner reset, optics ready standard, tritium front sight paired with serrated black rear. The VP9A1X is the updated VP9 that serious HK buyers have wanted for years, and the specification sheet fully supports the interest it is generating. The limitation is the HK Premium. The optics-ready model starts around $1,000 with optic plates potentially additional. For a buyer whose budget is $1,000, the competitive landscape in 2026 is exceptional, and several platforms deliver comparable or superior carry performance at lower prices. The platform is genuinely excellent. The price demands honest comparison shopping before committing. Interesting, but wait verdict. HK quality is real and documented. The VP9A1X configuration is the right answer to the question serious VP9 buyers have been asking. The $1,000 entry price requires honest comparison shopping against platforms that deliver competitive performance at lower cost. Justified hype. Ruger Harrier. The Ruger Harrier is the budget AR-15 that earns its attention by doing exactly what budget AR-15 buyers actually need without the compromises that sink comparable platforms at this price. 16.1-inch barrel, mid-length gas system, free-floated handguard, 7075 aluminum receivers, nitride finished bolt carrier group, threaded barrel, MLOK handguard with substantial attachment space. Tension screw in the lower to reduce receiver play. Base model at $699. Magpul furniture variant at $749. Independent testing ran 200 rounds of 223 and 556 through the Harrier. From the box without a feeding or ejection failure. It ran suppressed and unsuppressed. It delivered useful accuracy at 50 and 100 yards. The honest trade-offs are real. Mil-spec trigger. Non-ambidextrous controls. No sights included. These are genuine limitations for buyers who need those features. For the buyer who wants a reliable American-made AR from a major manufacturer that works immediately and leaves budget for an optic and ammunition, the Harrier delivers exactly that. Justified hype verdict. Blue-collar choice executed correctly. The Harrier does exactly what it promises at a price that beats comparable offerings from competing budget AR manufacturers. The hype is justified for the buyer who understands what they are buying. Glock 19, Generation 6. The Gen 6 did not reinvent the G19. It addressed the complaints that G19 owners have repeated for years. Deeper trigger guard undercut, larger beaver tail, palm swell, bilateral thumb rest, RT, F6 texture, described in early testing as noticeably grippier than Gen 5 without feeling like sandpaper. Flat-faced trigger, moderately flared magwell, redesigned optics cut sitting deeper in the slide with 3 adapter plates covering several popular footprints. 3 magazines in the box. The familiar core remains. 9mm, 4.02-inch barrel, 15-round magazine. The Gen 6 still fits every role the G19 has always filled. Carry, range, duty, nightstand. It simply fits those roles better than any previous generation. The limitation is honesty. The trigger still feels recognizably Glock. Some older internal parts are incompatible with Gen 6 components. This is evolution, not transformation. But dependable evolution from the most proven compact carry pistol in history is exactly what serious buyers need, and the Gen 6 delivers it. Justified hype verdict. 40 years of institutional reliability behind the platform and the most meaningful generational refinement in nearly a decade. The Gen 6 hype is justified because every update directly addresses documented Gen 5 limitations. This is the G19 series buyers have been waiting for. CVA Cascade Rimfire. Cascade Rimfire XT is a bolt-action 22 LR with an 18-inch threaded barrel, factory-installed 2-piece Picatinny rail, and 10-round rotary magazine compatible with standard Ruger 10-22 magazines. That magazine decision is the quiet genius of this platform. Owners are not trapped hunting for proprietary boxes. Tungsten Cerakote finish, olive drab stock, oversized bolt knob, quick detach sling points, 4 pounds 12 ounces, $399. Nothing here is revolutionary. It is a smart collection of features that shooters actually use assembled at a price that makes sense. Common magazines, optic mounting, threaded muzzle, low weight, and weather-resistant finish. The training, plinking, and small game platform that eliminates future annoyances before they start. Justified hype verdict, the gun that earns attention by creating the fewest future problems. 10-22 magazine compatibility alone justifies serious consideration. At $399, the Cascade Rimfire XT is the smartest rimfire bolt action value in current production. Buy now. Beretta B22, Jaguar Metal Competition. A $969 22 LR pistol sounds absurd until the component list starts adding itself up. The B22 Jaguar Metal Competition was developed with the Scholastic Action Shooting Program and Tandem Cross specifically as a factory rimfire race gun. The 5.25-inch threaded barrel carries a Tandem Cross Steam Demon compensator. An accelerator thumb ledge indexes the support hand. The semi-flat trigger allows pre-travel and over-travel adjustment. 3 grip sizes included: full-length 1913 rail, dual-side ejection ports, ambidextrous safety, 36.4 ounces, 2 15-round magazines included. A 2026 range preview documented approximately 100 rounds fired without a malfunction. Testers described the platform as flat and fast on steel at practical rimfire competition distances. The price is the objection, and it is a legitimate one. But competitive rimfire shooters routinely buy a pistol and then spend $400 to $600 replacing components to achieve what the Jaguar Metal Competition delivers from the factory. Beretta's proposition is that opening one box and starting to compete is worth more than the aftermarket assembly process. For the buyer, this platform was designed for that proposition. Buy now verdict. If you compete in rimfire pistol divisions, the Jaguar Metal Competition is the most complete factory platform available in 2026. The price reflects a complete competition package, not a basic pistol with a premium badge. For competitive rimfire buyers, the hype is understated, not overstated. Girsan Witness 2 311 CMXX, the #1 new gun generating justified and understated buyer interest in 2026, delivers a feature set that previously required luxury pistol pricing at a price that genuinely disrupts the compensated double-stack 1911 category. The Witness 2 311 CMXX is available in 9mm, 10mm, and 45 ACP. 17+1 in 9mm. All 3 configurations use a 4.25-inch bull barrel with an integrated compensator, MSC optic cut, full accessory rail, fiber optic front sight, ambidextrous thumb safety. The traditional grip safety is deleted and replaced by an automatic firing pin block. Purists will object. Shooters who have fumbled a grip safety under stress will not. At $1,149, it undercuts most comparable compensated double-stack 1911 platforms by $400 to $800. Dealers report it selling faster than anticipated. The buyer interest is not hype. It is the market recognizing genuine value before the broader conversation catches up. Price: $1,149. Caliber: 9mm, 10mm, 45 ACP. Capacity: 17+1 in 9mm. Barrel: 4.25 inches compensated. Best for competition shooters, serious defensive buyers, 1911 platform buyers who want compensated double-stack capacity at below luxury pricing. Buy now verdict. Number 1. Compensated double-stack 1911 that disrupts its own category price point. The feature set previously cost $400 to $800 more. Buyers who move now will be glad they did. Final tier. Summary: overhyped, walk past, GeForce arms, Jawbone charter arms. Boomer 9mm, interesting? But wait, Canik Prime Radian, HKVP 9A1X. Justified hype, Ruger Harrier, Glock 19, Gen 6. CVA Cascade, Rimfire XT. Buy now, Beretta B, 22 Jaguar Metal Competition, Girsan Witness 2311 CMXX, 10 new guns, 4 honest tiers. The buyer interest each one is generating in 2026 is real. Whether that interest is justified depends entirely on whether the platform delivers on what the advertisement promises, and whether the buyer understands exactly what they are purchasing. The guns at the top of this list are generating buzz that their documented performance supports. The guns at the bottom are generating buzz that their documented performance cannot yet justify. Drop your pick in the comments. Tell us which of these 10 you are considering and why. And if you already own one, tell us whether the reality matches the hype. If this kind of honest evaluation is what you have been looking for, hit the like button and subscribe.